Hey everybody, it's Stevie B with Adventures in Old Fashions, giving you a little, end of day update. So you can see it's kind of everything's overcast tonight. So I don't know if there'll be any weather coming in, but it's definitely the temperature dropped quite a bit in the last hour that I've been hiking. So I kind of picked a spot here, kind of exposed, but the other places are really close to water and down low in the valleys, which is going to be cold and damp tonight. So I'd rather be a little bit higher up with a breeze, just because I think that'll help with condensation. And then if there is any frost, um, it'll burn off quick with me being out in the open. But put on an extra layer for tonight, and hopefully I'll sleep pretty warm. Today went pretty well. A lot of miles in. I actually hooked up with a CDT hiker, Mountain Goat. So if you see this, hey, it was great meeting you, and thanks for letting me tag along for the first few miles. It definitely picked up my pace, and I wouldn't have gotten nearly as far today if I hadn't had you keeping me company and kind of driving me right away this morning. Gorgeous scenery. This creek valley that we're in. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Um, in fact, about a couple miles back, I met three fly fishermen who had heading down valley. They came up over the pass the other way, and they hadn't had any luck, so they were gonna keep trying. And I kind of like, well, how much further down are you gonna go? And they're like, oh, another mile or so. And I'm like, well, I go at least 3 miles down because that's where I passed this 30-foot waterfall in this deep, mini canyon. I'm like, unless those fish can fly, there aren't going to be any upstream from there. And the one guy is like, oh, that makes sense. I guess they've been fishing all day up higher up. No luck at all. So they were going to head further down to where there might actually be some fish. And there is. I saw a couple dart away from me when I was crossing a couple of the tributaries, and also when I'd stop to get water. So I know for a fact there's some down further. So hopefully they have good luck. It's a long way to hike to come up empty-handed. And there's a few more hunters around too, just right down the valley about a half a mile. There's a big old tent cottage set up down there. So I don't know how many guys are in it, but they're living the life. But right next to the creek, and again, it's going to be cold and damp down there. But it's a nice spot. I just, personally don't like camping that close to water, just for good policy. But also, when it's hot, you got bugs, and when it's cold, you got damp. So good luck to them. Yeah, so that's kind of how things went today. And back up behind me here, I don't know if you can see it. It's not a real good picture, but I'm going to attempt to summit San Luis Peak tomorrow morning. So I hiked late today to get in, kind of a jump start. It'll be the only 14er I do on the hike, on the trail. So it's close enough. It's like an extra 3 mile round trip and an extra 1,500 feet of elevation gain and then coming back down. But it's right there. And I know that if I don't at least give it a shot, it'll be one of those things that I'll be thinking about for the rest of my life of why I didn't do it. So I'm going to carb load tonight, have a big breakfast tomorrow, and then get trucking. And I will catch up with you guys next time.